So the Switch came out recently, and I've really been enjoying mine. I uploaded a few Breath of the Wild videos, and I'm also planning on doing some other Switch-related videos in the future, both on this channel as well as my gameplay channel. So make sure you subscribe if you want to see all that stuff, just saying. It's a thing you can do. But anyway, since I've been enjoying my Switch so much, I thought it'd be fun to take a look back at the last Nintendo console, the Wii. Wait, hold on a second. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Was there a console between the Switch and the Wii? Like maybe? I don't think so, no. Nope. Aww. So I'm doing a list of the top 10 Wii games according to me. AKA probably not the best games on the Wii because I have kind of weird tastes. And I'm also doing a list of the top 10 worst Wii games just for fun. That video will be out in 1 week on April 15th, so make sure you check that out as well. I'll link it at the end of this video as well as in the description. So let's get this thing started. Actually, hold on real quick, just 2 rules for this list. 1, no ports like Resident Evil 4, Pikmin, Metroid, etc. And also, let's just be real. There's no point in including either Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess, Mario Galaxy 1 or 2, pretty much any mainstream Mario game or Zelda game, and also no Super Smash Brothers either. Those would obviously be at the top for me, and I've talked about them a lot, so I'm just gonna exclude them so I can talk about some other lesser known games. I think it'll be fun. So now that we've got that covered, let's go for real this time.
Wii Ski and Snowboard.
Okay, I'll be honest, there are better games on the Wii than Wii Ski and Snowboard, and I'm predicting now that I'll see some of this in the comments. So you're telling me that Wii Ski and Snowboard made the list over— Insert whatever game it is that you like here. But forget that noise, I'm not gonna apologize, I freaking love this game! Okay, I'm sorry. When I was younger, I went on a snowboarding trip in Colorado. It was the first time I had ever been snowboarding, and it's still the only time I've been to this day. I really enjoyed it, and it was shortly after that trip that I played this game. It really brings back some fond snowboarding memories for me. And on top of that, it's just fun. I love gliding down the mountains, just relaxing and casually avoiding death every now and then. All right, I made it! Can't say the same for that guy, though. He's dead. He's definitely dead. Actually, watching all the NPCs wipe out is one of my favorite things to do. Well, at least she's having fun, I guess. You can ski or snowboard on either the Jamboree, Snow Resort, or Mount Angrio. There's multiple different secrets in each area, and there's even people who will race you and give you quests and stuff. Like this one, where you have to deliver some kind of important medical herb within the time limit. Wow, I did it! I delivered the medical herb. You know it had to have been important because I got some random dingus to deliver it instead of a medical helicopter. Good job, me. It won't be everyone's cup of tea, but if you want a fun, cute little cartoon world to slide around in for a few hours, then give Wii Ski and Snowboard a try. Also, I just now discovered that you can throw snowballs at the screen on the main menu, and I like it. NBA Jam! I've always loved NBA Jam games, and while my favorite is probably still Tournament Edition for the Super Nintendo, the Wii version will always have a special place in my heart. Not only is it a solid version of the game with genuinely fun multiplayer, classic game modes, as well as bonus modes like 21 and Domination, I also have my name in the credits! No, seriously, people who've been subscribed to me for a long time may remember I was one of the winners of a contest the NBA Jam developers ran, where people came up with new catchphrases and 4 were selected by vote to be included in the game. There I am! Still pretty crazy to me, especially considering I had very few subscribers back then, a few hundred tops, and I honestly was not expecting to win. I'm fairly certain I came up with my catchphrase in like 10 seconds, actually. So yeah, pretty cool memory. I even randomly met one of the developers at an arcade in downtown Seattle during PAX shortly after the contest ended and played a few games of Super Shot basketball with him. It's been quite a few years since that time, but I don't imagine I'll ever forget it. And I know what some of you are probably thinking, PBG, you can't include NBA Jam just because you won an award a long time ago and got your name in the credits. Well, first of all, I'm not. And second of all, yeah, I can. I can do whatever I want. I can even do this. Whoa. Cool. I'm playing and Wiki. I remember hearing a lot about this game when it first came out, but I'd never played it until I started working on this video. And I'm really glad that I did, because I enjoyed it quite a bit. Actually, not only had I never heard of this game, I didn't even know what kind of game it was. It's a puzzle game, in case I didn't make that clear. I mean, I didn't say it's a puzzle game, though. I'm not normally the biggest puzzle game fan, mostly because I have a short attention span, but Zach and Wiki does a great job of introducing new puzzle mechanics at a manageable pace as you progress, and at creating scenarios that are both challenging and rewarding without feeling too intimidating. At least not at first, anyway. And it does not hurt that it plays this super satisfying sound effect every time you do something right. It's entertaining, it's addictive, it has a colorful charm, and it has my recommendation at the number 8 spot. Back in 2011, I made a video where I briefly mentioned that I hated No More Heroes. Well, despite it being only in text and for about 1 frame, I got a lot of hate for that, so I decided to give No More Heroes 2 a chance for this video. And it sucks! Take that, internet trolls from the 2011 comment section! I never forgot! I remembered all this time, and now I got you! Okay, I'm just kidding. It's good. And I'm also out of breath from screaming. So I guess the joke's on me. Pretty much every complaint I had with the first game is fixed in this sequel. It's a great M-rated action game, and let's be real, other than Mad Worlds, there aren't too many of those to choose from on the Wii. Breaking news. Local YouTuber PeanutButterGamer gone missing. Tens and tens of people have expressed their worry across the internet. Where's PBG? I'm beginning to worry. Where's the new video? They've also said some other things, but that's not important. We currently have no answers, but one thing is sure, I don't care at all, and I really hate my job. Thank you.
Austin? Wait, what? Austin? Dude, what are you doing?
Just in the wall.
Yeah, you, wanna come out?
No.
Oh, okay.
Harvest Moon Animal Parade. At some point, they went a bit more cutesy with Harvest Moon, and I wasn't too big a fan of that change, but I do really enjoy Animal Parade a lot. It has some flaws, low frame rates at times, it's kinda slow, stuff like that, but it also does a lot of things right. But I actually did an entire video on Animal Parade a few years back, so I won't spend too much time talking about it here. If you're interested, feel free to go back and watch that video if you haven't already. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've gotta go back in the wall. I have a lot more Harvest Moon to play, and a lot more responsibilities to ignore. Thanks. Good day to you people. Maybe I'll see you later if I ever decide to come out. And that's a big maybe, just to be clear. Up next, we have Fortune Street. Since this is a multiplayer game, I wanted to play with my friends, but they're all trapped inside the computer. So I guess we're just gonna have to use pretend. Hey everybody, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hey! Hey! Fortune Street is a virtual tabletop game. It's a lot like Monopoly, except that it doesn't suck. Oh, roasted! Well, it's actually way more complicated than something like Monopoly, if I'm gonna be honest. Heck, even playing it again recently for footage, I forgot how to play and ended up doing a bit of the tutorial as a refresher. The main goal is to make money, more specifically to increase your overall net worth to a specific number determined before the start of the game. You do this not only by purchasing tiles or stores, but by doing various other things like making money when people land on your tiles, upgrading your tiles, and collecting 4 suits scattered across the board, then passing the bank space to level up, which earns you an increasing amount of gold each time. Oh, that was a really long sentence. You can also buy stocks in districts, small portions of the map distinguished by the color around the tiles. Whenever profit is earned by any player in a district you own stock in, you get a percentage of that profit as well. If you own stock in a district you also own a lot of property in, you can really earn a lot of money at once and leave your friends in the financial dust, forcing them to sell all of their property in order to feed themselves and their measly, pathetic families. Capitalism is fun. Take that, loser!
Look, I'm sorry, Gerard. I just get caught up in the competition. You know how it is, man. You know how it is.
Pro Controller ready for you guys to say thank you for all the years of support and encouraging all of you guys who are tuning in every week.
Fortune Street is really complex, but it's not as hard to pick up on as it may seem. It's really fun, especially with some friends, and I highly recommend it if you're looking for a Nintendo-themed party game other than Mario Party. All right, I win!
Just a quick look through my videos, and it's easy to see that I like to change it up from time to time. Just usually do.
Thanks, Ian. You're great too. Oh, and also they have the guys from that other game. It's called Slime Ball RPG. Final Slime Ball RPG, the game. Number 3 is my favorite version. Wii Sports Resort, the most realistic sports game ever made. Help me! I'm falling! Okay, I was a bit apologetic when I included Wii Ski and Snowboard, but I am not apologetic at all about including this game, even this high on the list. Wii Sports Resort added new games, multiple game modes for each game, badges, and most importantly, one-to-one motion controls with the Wii Motion Plus, which really makes a difference. There's a few games that make a return, like bowling and golf, and then there's new games like wakeboarding, table tennis, and swordplay, where you can leave a trail of your enemies' bodies in your wake, flailing around on the ground, and blood! So much blood everywhere! Okay, there's no blood. My 2 favorite games by far, though, are archery, a crowd favorite, and basketball. And I still uphold that I am completely undefeated in the 3-on-3 basketball game. Frickin' bring it! I will take any challengers, anytime, anywhere. Frickin' Wii Sports MLG!
Nowitzki puts up the three.
And that's the game.
And it may not seem like much, but I just really love Woohoo Island in general. Every time Nintendo uses it in something like a Smash Brothers level or a Mario Kart map, I get really, really happy. You can even explore and fly around Woohoo Island in the air sports mode. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh, we're going down! Huh, I guess we're good. At number 3, I have WarioWare Smooth Moves. This is by far my favorite installment in the WarioWare series, and it does what the Wii seems to do best. Bring a bunch of people into the same room to have fun playing a game together with no prior video game proficiency being necessary. WarioWare is a party game, but instead of a board and mini-games, it has a bunch of micro-games that last literally seconds. They're incredibly simple, but because you have to do them one after the other at a really quick pace, it doesn't leave you much time to think, and that's where the challenge comes in. Almost all of the games are incredibly simple, like swat a bug, find a guy hiding in the dark, or even pick your nose, but since it forces you to act quickly, it's much harder than it looks.
Look alive!
While it's definitely more fun to play with other people, the single-player mode is also really great as well. Plus, you can always do what we did on PB and Jeff and just play through the single-player with a friend, handing the remote back and forth as you go. A sort of self-imposed multiplayer, if you will. The game isn't just fun, though. From the randomness of the mini-games to the quirky characters to the often hilarious different forms the game forces you to hold the Wii remote in, it's legitimately fun-y. See what I did there? That was not good. Also, every time you come across a new form, it does this hilarious introduction, complete with a soft rating and almost romantic sounding music.
The samurai. With your right hand,
Wow!
bring the prone baton close to your left hip.
Oh
Like a
yeah!
hungry samurai defending his lunch. Close your eyes and await the enemy's attack.
Beautiful!
Sin and Punishment Star Successor. This game doesn't have a very engaging story, it doesn't have super interesting characters, or heck, even trustworthy ones.
And you're sure there are no enemies down here?
Positive. Why would enemies hang out in a water tunnel?
Wait, so you're telling me this level has no enemies? Excuse me if I'm skeptical about that, especially considering this was your very first line in the game.
Should be smooth sailing from here on out.
Oh, what do you know? There are enemies in this level. I could have never guessed. Seriously, dude, have you ever been right about anything in your entire life?
What is human?
We have a head with 2 ears and 2 eyes.
Okay, well, that is technically correct, I guess, so you pass. You get a D+. But what this game have is really fun. That's how I wrote that line in the script, and I am not changing it. I'm sticking with my guns. It reminds me of being a kid in an arcade, playing shooters like The House of the Dead, Jurassic Park, and Time Crisis. But instead of being locked on a rail, you can move across the screen to avoid bullets, dodge, and use melee attacks. It's not too complicated, just a really enjoyable, straightforward shooter that utilizes motion controls in an effective way. Usually when I do a list like this, I get at least a couple suggestions from my Twitter or other social media pages. Sin and Punishment Star Successor was one of those this time around, and I really enjoyed it, so thanks to everybody who gave it a recommendation. And for those of you who recommended my Sims for the top 10 best list, you know who you are. You get what you deserve! Okay, fine. It's just a joke, so unblocked, I guess. But you've been warned. You're on frickin' notice, you guys. I'm watching you. At number 1, I have Muramasa the Demon Blade. Muramasa is a hack and slash RPG that's not only fun, it's incredibly beautiful as well. I know that since I have this at the number 1 spot, I should have a lot to say about it. Something interesting or entertaining, anything. But I don't. Oh no. Am I losing my touch? How long have I been doing this stupid YouTube thing again? Like 8 years or something? This is not good. This is not good. What am I gonna do? Oh, I know. I've just gotta come up with some amazing, hilarious new catchphrase. Slabba jabba bing bong. Whew, that was a close one. I'm back! Slabba jabba bing bong! Alright everybody, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you go check out the top 10 worst Wii games. That's also out right now. If you want to see more of these dual top 10 lists, make sure you give these videos a like. Lets me know if I should do more stuff like this. Also, check out the Fortune Street series on my gameplay channel. That was a lot of fun. And speaking of the gameplay channel, Terraria Season 3 Hardcore coming out this April. So go check it out. Go subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. Bye-bye!